This is my menu for tomorrow, Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. This is it. This is all I'm allowed to eat. You just stand there and don't move. We'll be back to get you later.
So stoked we are getting done. Bags packed to around the run today. We're really on our way. Feel like we'll soon explode. Got the good old party mode, okay? So we're on our way, yeah. And our friends join, cause today's the day they all will join. It's great. We're really on our way, yeah. Don't you
So it is 6:15 a.m. I got here at 5 a.m. I am in pre-op. I have my IV in, and they have this new thing now since the last time I had surgery. It's actually pumping heat underneath the blanket, actually underneath this thing. It's pumping heat on me because they said the operating room gets so cold, and I can actually what am I saying? Yes, adjust the temperature if it starts to get too hot, and then they'll just up it back because they have to keep my body, like I just turned it down. Did you hear that turn down? They have to keep my body temperature warm enough. So now I'm just waiting for the surgeon to come in and talk to me, and anesthesia come in and talk to me. This is my bag guy for the day. Not bad, bag, because he has my bag, then the bag they give you for clothes. Yeah, he's bag guy today. Oh, by the way, today's March 12th, 2020.
So here we are in room K918, and it's really a good-sized room. They have plenty of seating for 3 or 4 family members, which is delightful. 2 different recliners. It looks like a pull-out couch that you could sleep in, and plenty of room still for the medical staff to work around the bed. Bathroom in the corner. Modern TV. A drywaller's nightmare as they're doing the framing. And the bathroom is pretty cool. A little sink, and then kind of the whole thing is like a shower pan. There's no separate base or anything, so you can wheel or walk or shuffle right in. So nicely set up. Oh, and there's the shower curtain track. That's pretty cool. And the best part of the room, potentially even, is just the view out here of the mountains. Little close by city hills as well. And yes, we are in the penthouse level at the 9th and top floor of the new hospital here.
It is 2:45. I got out of surgery. I got in the room at, what time did I get in the room? This is my first real food. It is chicken noodle soup. And I'm actually doing okay with it, unlike my other surgery where I think it was a long time before I felt like eating, but I also got to eat during the day before. Just emptied it.
It's almost full.
Really? Okay, Tom, tell them what she's doing.
Skylan's helping her mom pee right now.
You want to know how much you just peed?
How many liters?
Is this in liters? No, this is milliliters.
Milliliters? What is it?
350. It was warm!
Ow! Ow, did you just pull it?
No, I'm not touching it anymore.
So, Skylan had to hold the pee tube up
because I had to go to the bathroom, and it won't like empty it because gravity won't take it if you don't lift it up. So Skylan helped out.
I feel like it needs to go in the bag.
Well, in the bag would be good, yeah.
Well, how do I get it out of the tank?
It's okay. I don't have to pee anymore. She'll be here in 10 minutes
Oh,
to take it
I
out.
got it. I'm just a fish. Because there's a lot more in here too.
Wow. So you know how we're always dropping the remote off the bed at home?
Yep.
I have a solution. We need to put... Why is it so dark?
Can I steal the remote from the...
We need to put our remote, on a rope or string or a chain, because like a second ago I moved and this fell off the bed, but it was on a rope, so I just had to pull it up, or a cable. Isn't that a brilliant idea? Comment about that. It's 12:35 in the morning, first night, and I had to get up and go to the restroom. Oh, and now I have to put these back on. It keeps the blood circulating. Not really. Oh great, that's backwards. Not really easy to do, but they just Velcro on. And then they inflate. And then they'll go back down just to keep the blood circulating. Look at these huge socks. They gave me extra large. I guess they give them to everybody. I about tripped on them going to the bathroom. I get woke up at 4 a.m. from a deep sleep with a bright light, not that, but those, so they can get blood. But I'm sitting here trying to go back to sleep, and I'm watching this light just pulse. Like, what's that all about? So they took the bandage off my belly, and oh my. So I'm got a card from Cherie here, and a card from my daughter. Look at all this for my bed. Okay, what is for lunch? Ooh, chicken Alfredo, broccoli, and a breadstick and some pudding. Yay. Girls are here visiting. Is that blurry?
No, you're just
Really?
a little bit drugged.
What are you doing? Why are you moving her over there?
Put her in the hallway.
Oh, nice.
Thank you very much.
Skylan wants to make a TikTok, and Langley's like, I don't know about that. Langley's getting ready to go pick up Lakeland from work and take him to get his allergy shot. Come on, do a TikTok.
I'm not doing that. No, I don't even know how to do that. Can I just stand there? Just go. It's a chopper. It's a 22. Hurry before I change my mind, because I'm about to change my mind. I gotta find it. Okay. Stop. Okay, are you ready? Did you get that? Are you ready? All right. Take it from the top.
Well, I really think my room is like the disco room, because now it has like, I don't know, signs on the floor. And then we already talked about the whole pulsing light up there.
For all of you that are watching this like months or years from now, we're going through the coronavirus where they're shutting all things down. Like this is what's on the news nonstop. Dinner came at 5:20. I'm not used to eating dinner that early. So turkey sandwich. I think this looks like broccoli and cheese soup, which is awesome. Tea, and it looks like a little pastry back there for lunch. I mean for dinner. I mean for dessert. Oh my goodness, dessert. Yeah, that's it. In pre-op, they put the IV in my left hand, which I requested. When I woke up from surgery, I had a like a cotton ball band-aid here where they attempted to put in another IV, and I ended up, check out that bruise, I ended up with the IV right there. So tomorrow will be 1 week since the surgery, and yeah, that's a pretty gross bruise. It's like, what did they do, stab me? Jeez. You know, hear the insects and birds. So it's day 8 and it's so beautiful and warm outside, and I'm stuck in the house. I wouldn't be able to walk to the mailbox without being in pain. This sucks. But I am slowly graduating to longer sitting and standing times. So I'm up to about 20, sometimes 25 minutes of either sitting and or standing without being in pain. I am still only taking Tylenol and ibuprofen for pain. I realized yesterday that like they didn't give me any antibiotics, like prescribe any from home. I know they gave me some through the IV, but I haven't had any since, which is really odd. I'm having a little bit of swelling and redness in one place on the incision, but there's no like pus or drainage, so I guess that's okay. This guy's been wonderful. He lays by my side. When I got home, I think I forgot to mention, he just like, he didn't jump on me. He stood in a chair, sniffed at the incision, which was kind of ironic, like he knew. Why are you shaking over there? Are you getting stage fright, huh, Disney? Tomorrow will be 2 weeks since the surgery, and it is the first time I have been out of the house in 10 days. Matter of fact, first time I've been out of pajamas in 10 days. First time I've had on shoes for 10 days. First time I've put on a bra for 10 days. Is that information they needed?
That's probably more than the YouTube universe really needs to know, dear.
So, on the way to the follow-up doctor appointment, which I'm going to assume means my staples get to come out. I'm looking forward to that because I know I'll be much more comfortable when they come out, because like if I try to bend, they pinch. When I get out of bed or off the couch or something, they'll pull and burn. So I'm definitely ready to get them out. So did they build this in 2 weeks? There was not a Dollar Tree there.
I don't think I remember it either.
I wonder if they've got this out because they know my staples are coming out. Although, what's that? Is that like iodine? I don't know. Yep, I just read it. Premium Skin Staple Remover Kit. So through this whole virus thing, sometimes I feel like I'm overreacting, sometimes I feel like I'm underreacting, but I wore a glove when I came through the doors because I didn't want to touch the door handle, and I wore the glove when they handed me the clipboard and the pen to fill out some paperwork. You know, just taking a precaution. What are you guys doing as precautionary measures? Comment below.
I'm finding out all this stuff at the same time you are.
Yeah, I figured.
Sorta.
That way I wouldn't have to like
Explain
say
twice. Isn't this nice?
So I didn't mention that Tom dropped me off at the door. Just because it's like, why go inside and like risk the whole virus thing? But he would have had to wait anyway. I guess you figured out with seeing other people waiting in the car.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see, I didn't really pay close attention, but yeah, most people seem to be waiting outside,
Yeah.
but apparently it was everybody.
Yeah, they won't let, the only patients could come in, and as soon as you walk through the door, there was a nurse there with gloves, asked you all the questions. Do you have a fever? If you had a cough, have you been out of the country, been around anybody with the virus, that type of thing. Oh, staples are out.
Yay! And was it better or worse than you expected, or pretty much what you expected?
Pretty much what I expected. The ones at the top, near, above the belly button, those came out fairly fine. Around the belly button was a little more tender. There was a couple in there that was just like really, really pinched. And she had said before, if you need a break, just let me know, take a breather. I never had to do that. There was one somewhere in the middle that was like, whoa. And then when we got closer down to like where it kind of intercepts with the C-section scar, like the last three, she says, now these are going to be a little more painful. So at least it was only 3.
So was this the doctor who did your work, or was it one of her?
It was Virginia.
Okay.
So Virginia's one of her nurses, I guess. But first another nurse came in, asked some questions, and then the doctor came in. And so my questions, I'm like, what did it look like? And she's like, because she was just talking about how big it was. And I said, what did it look like? She says, well, it was black. I said, it was black? And she says, yeah. She says, basically, the inside of that, the reason it was black is because it was just old blood. And that's basically what it was. A big, huge blood sac.
Ooh.
So over 1.5 liters.
I'm not sure I want to know about this either.
Over 1.5 liters. But the report, she sent 4 samples. She sent a right lymph node, and everything's benign.
Yay!
One of the things she had sent off was an enlarged lymph node that came back benign too, obviously, but they figured,
Didn't know about that.
It figured that it just was enlarged, maybe swollen, because everything else was like swollen. She said basically she's blaming it on endometriosis. Like, she says there was a lot attached to the colon. That's where she couldn't get it all off because of all the little blood vessels. But with ovaries and everything else gone, that hopefully it's less likely that anything would grow back. But it wasn't an ovarian cyst, even though it like totally encased the left one. It's endometriosis, she said, which guys, I did not even know I had. Now granted, there was some fertility issues, like with Langley, trying to get pregnant with Langley, which come to find out, evidently that would have been from endometriosis, but I was never diagnosed with any endometriosis until 3 years ago, when the doctor was in taking my uterus out because of some really bad fibroids and issues, and that is when they discovered that I had endometriosis. So I was very lucky, basically, that I had 3 kids. Very blessed with that, because evidently I had bad endometriosis. So I had asked, because really there was only 2 other women waiting in the waiting room, and she said basically the only patients they're seeing right now are pre-chemo, post-op, and and then 3-month something. There must be maybe something with, there's a 3-month thing after chemo maybe that you come in. Anyway, whatever. Those are mainly the only patients they're seeing. Yeah, right now.
Regular follow-up, making sure that afterwards that blood counts remain right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's all they're seeing. And I go back in 2 weeks so she can check everything, check the incision and everything again. And I guess that's it. What's weird, guys, is that right now, if life was normal, we would be going out to eat right now. This would be just like something we would do. It's like, oh, we're out, because we're not actually in the city we live in. We're actually in the next county over, and we would have been like, oh, let's go out to eat, and we can't do that. But we are going to go to the grocery store.
Are you sure?
Which really sounds fun. Not.
Yeah, I may try to convince her to do that early in the morning in a couple of days.
Yeah, I don't know about the early in the morning. Get up early to go to the grocery store. Have you lost your mind?
No, because there aren't a lot of people there then, and that's the name of the game.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's like I have to have some deodorant, and I have to get that, and I'm not going to the grocery store.
I have some manly deodorant that you can borrow, dear.
That's okay. And here's another question I asked, because these are the type of questions I ask.
I'm apologizing in advance.
Yeah, he knows what's coming. So, you know, all like colon, stomach, all that was pushed up, like up into my chest almost. So I asked her, I said, so when you got the mass out, did you have to physically put my organs back? Or did they just fall into place? And I wonder if that's the first time she's ever been asked that question, because she took a second with that. Like, the expression on her face was almost like, am I really being asked this? But then she kind of had just a tiny bit of kind of a grin. And she said, well, they just kind of fell back in once the mass was gone. I didn't have to, like, physically move anything. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, so the crowbar that they took in with you, they didn't have to use, huh?
Hey, these are just things I would want to, I would have wanted a picture. I would love to have seen a picture of what it looked like. That's just the type of person. Like, I have actual pictures of my C-section when Langley was born. Like, my insides. But after Langley was born, they had started, hey, no pictures, I guess, like liability for doctors. So Skylan and Lakeland, I couldn't get any pictures, but I actually have pictures of, like, there's a picture of my stomach with just a hand coming out of my stomach, Langley's hand. Like, it is so cool. So you could see, like, blood and the inside muscles, and yeah, some really cool pictures. You want me to show them to you?
Nope. Those are special memories that you can just keep for yourself.
Not something Tom would want to see. No gory insides. But
I'm
if
an engineer. I am
love
not
me,
in the medical
you have
field.
to love all of me. And aren't you, like, curious to know that what the inside of me looks like?
Nope.
So traffic is noticeably lighter than what it would normally be. Normally, traffic going to these two cities are like really backed up and heavy. So I can definitely tell a difference. Cannot get over these gas prices. Hadn't seen that in a really long time. And actually, we just passed a gas station that had just dropped theirs to $1.89. That when we went by this morning to go to the doctor, it was $1.99. So I guess maybe lots of places are going to drop it to even $1.89. What is gas in your state? Comment below. So I just got a text saying that Subway is now delivering with a $0 delivery fee. How are they going to make any money like that? This is a wrap on this surgery vlog. There are a lot more fun vlogs like travel vlogs and Disney World vlogs that we would love for you to watch. So check out the different playlists that we have. Hit one of those thumbnails at the very end and continue watching. Hit that bell notification button so you can be alerted to when we upload, because we're not on a set schedule, and hope that you and your family are safe and sound from our invisible enemy.
So stoked we are getting done. Bags packed, so we're on the run today.